Y'all know what we do. We give y'all the post game, the first to ever really do it. You're listening to the All Burgundy and Gold Everything Commanders post game show, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM, Hopewell, Virginia. All right. In their second preseason game of the season, the Washington Commanders fell to the Cincinnati Bengals 31-17. I'm Wole, and I'm joined by my guys, George and Glenn. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much, man. Saw a lot in this preseason game. I'm bouncing between that and big WWE news with Naomi, but I'm watching two things at one time. But I'm ready to be here to talk about the Washington Commanders and what I saw that was great tonight, and what I saw that wasn't so great. But hey, let's get into it. What's up, George? I missed the pregame, man, but I listened to you guys. But I appreciate it.
To use a favorite saying I hear at church, I'm too blessed to be stressed right now.
Oh, I love it. I like that saying, George. I like that. That's kind of dope. I fool with that. But before we get into the game, we gotta knock out some logistics, fellas. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Go Everything. You can also tweet us at ABG_everything and hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_everything. You can make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Everything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support the show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments. Our post game show is also being streamed on the Urban Sports Team X handle account. So if you're on X, go to the Urban Sports Team X handle account if you want to watch us via X. All right, first of all, I mentioned the score of the game. Glenn, I'll start with you. What was your overall thoughts on the game, my man?
Man, I don't care about preseason scores. Be honest with you.
Scores, overall thoughts, just overall thoughts of not the game, but you know what I mean.
Oh, that the Washington football team. Oh, Washington football team. Man, I'm going back a couple years. The Washington Commanders. the Washington Commanders running game is ridiculous right now, right? Just to see the running game itself. When you saw Deebo Samuels on the jet sweep. When you saw Chris Rodriguez break the big run. And then when you saw Bill explode, you can see why Brian Robinson Jr. is on the chopping block. Well, on the trading block, right? Not because he's not a good running back. He's different from these guys. These guys, what I saw tonight from the Washington Commanders running back core, these guys are explosive. They're explosive. Yep. What Brian Robinson is not, and these dudes are explosive, and he doesn't fit in with what this team has been accustomed to. And what I thought made it great was they're still missing 3 offensive linemen, right? They missed 3 starting linemen, so they were doing this with backups, right? Granted, granted Cincinnati didn't have Hendrickson, but I don't think it would have made a difference at all, in my opinion, because the way they was blocking the blocking scheme, I thought Jayden Daniels did well tonight. We didn't see him completely passes, but I think we all held our breath when he came across the middle and the safety gave him a give me.
Yeah, I know that's right. George, your thoughts, bro?
I was, as you well know, I was utterly and completely thrilled by watching what our running backs did tonight. And, even if it was performance in practice, even if B-Rob was better in practice, he just isn't making those kind of runs very often. We haven't seen this in our running game. And, of course, the Deebo Samuel thing, you almost forget about it. But, yeah, that first play of the game, and he's coming around that end. I'll be honest, I'm kind of not with that. But even still, to see this team run the football, and let's remember, they were running the football like that early in the year last year. And then it fell away. But you see what these young guys can do. Yeah, and I'm not too worried about B-Rob being somewhere else, wherever somewhere else is. So that and I think the other big takeaway, you talked about the offensive linemen. Let's talk about the offensive linemen who are out there. Josh Connerly was doing some work out there today. One of them big runs. He had I think he had a big block. I think it was to spring Bill on his touchdown. I was really impressed with him. They ran some counter gap or counter tray, and that looked beautiful. And and the other big agenda that was served tonight, even though it wasn't served in the kick return game, Jalen Lane as wide receiver. Pretty good, I would say. I mean, it doesn't mean that they still don't need Terry, because they obviously do, but at least it's something. I think the only thing drawback for me is that I just wanted to see one more possession, because I wanted to see Daniels throw the ball. I wanted to see him throw it to Debo on one of them little short plays and see if Debo could bust one.
All right, so I'm not going to overreact to everything I saw, because one, I'll say this, like, we've seen, like, to be fair, like, I'm not going to, like, we've seen B-Rob have long runs. So I'm not going to act like we haven't seen B-Rob have long runs. We've seen it. So I'm not going to act like that's not a thing. I do think, like, when you say Bills is more explosive, I mean, like, yeah, he's more explosive. That's by far, that's not a thing. Rodriguez, I've always liked Rodriguez. So I have no issue with him stepping in that role. I don't think Rodriguez is faster than Robinson. I would say he's not, but I would say that he has better vision, in my opinion, than Robinson. I would say that. Like, I like Chris Rodriguez's vision. I think his vision as a power back is pretty good. So I have no issue with him getting the opportunity, because we said this last year, right? Like, that dude deserves a chance. Like, he deserves a chance, and I feel like if they're gonna honestly give him an opportunity to get a bunch of carries, I'm for it. You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not anti Brian Robinson like other folks are, but I'm also not, like, he's not essential to my, like, being he's not essential to this team. Like, not to be disrespectful or anything. He's not essential to this team. So if you have if Bill can, be that guy who can help get the big plays, the big runs, and Rodriguez can still be the individual we've seen, I think they're going to be totally fine. If that O-line is going to block like that, and what Santiago said right here, if they're going to block like that and give them type of rushing lanes, yeah, like that's what stuck out to me more than anything. It wasn't like these running backs had to make crucial decisions about what hole to pick. Like, these holes were gaping. Like, it wasn't, and then your ability took over from there, right? Like that, I think the most intelligent, like, way to find a hole was probably, I would say, Rodriguez, how he maneuvered to find that hole. But other than that, everything was a one cut and go. Like, it was awesome. So, like, to me, I think who mentioned Connerly and company, like, I feel like the offensive line deserves a big, like, that first unit in terms of the offensive line, they deserve an A+, because their work against Cincinnati was great.
I think the scheme was nice. The scheme was good tonight. The scheme was good. Yeah. And I think they gave even when Johnson came in, they gave him enough time to throw the football, right? He had protection. Yeah. I said, but that's what I look at when I look at the offensive line. Can you make holes can you make holes in the running game, and can you protect the quarterback? Right? They was able to protect the quarterback. Every group was able to protect the quarterback. So I thought that was great too, because that's what you're looking for. I know we've been talking on the offense a lot, but I thought the defense came out, was able to give a lot of pressure, right? And that's what you look for. You got a lot of pressure tonight, made Joe Burrow get off his spot. I know they didn't have Jamar Chase. I know they didn't have T. Higgins. I understand. I mean, after the first series, right? After the first series. But what I saw pressure. Now, what I did not like from the defense, even though they got provided pressure, we saw a lot of penalties, and that's 2 weeks in a row, right? A lot of penalties, and they still wasn't able to get off the football field, which allowed Cincinnati to get to another score. And so that to me has to be cleaned up for the Washington Commanders to succeed. But again, it looks like, as of right now, it looks like this offense is going to put a lot of points on the board, and the defense is going to have to make one or two key stops in the game. It looks like the defense is going to make one or two stops in the game, and we can keep rolling.
I like what Mike said. I know Cliff is keeping it vanilla, but you could tell he wants to run the ball a little more this year. I agree. I think so too. Ron, Connerly looked really good. He did. He looked good.
Make it easier for Jayden. Not that he needs it, because Jayden is ready for anything, honestly. But make it easier for Jayden. Running the football makes it easier for a quarterback.
It does. But I said, I've been telling you guys since we were talking about it. If Jayden Daniels is the leading rusher on this team, we got a problem.
Yes.
All right. This should be the running back. The leading rusher on the team this year should be a running back, not Jayden Daniels. It should be a running back.
I think we should. We all agree. I think we all should agree on that. Right? But in terms of so speaking of Jayden Daniels, I'll start what were your George? I'll start with you because you had issues with certain things about how long he played. But how would you assess Jayden Daniels' debut, his preseason debut?
I mean, I know people are scared about him running, but you need to get hit in preseason. You do. You need to get hit in preseason just to feel what it's like. And what was great about that run is he kept his eyes looking down the field as long as he could. And he does, and of course, just like last year, he isn't gonna force it and make a ridiculous throw, trying to show off or nothing. The best play there was for him to run, and he makes that play and he ends up getting in the end zone. Again, Jayden Daniels intangibles are just they're so far and above what you see in most second-year quarterbacks. It's ludicrous, honestly. I just wanted to see him sling it a little bit. That's all I wanted to see. But you see the confidence in him, and the fact that his interview was a trip. I love it. It's like, oh, but weren't you worried about? But everybody was worried when you ran for him. But yeah, they cheered afterwards because he got in the end zone. Yeah. And the thing is, Jayden is pretty judicious with his body. He's not gonna pull an RG3 and try to truck somebody and hurt his shoulder. Remember that? I think when it was with the Ravens or the Browns or one of those teams. He's not going to do that. And other than, I don't know if one preseason drive is enough for anybody to get ready. You still saw some good things out of Jayden tonight, which I enjoyed. I loved his interview on the sideline.
Let me jump into
he's got
something you said. I would say that he does put himself in jeopardy at times. I will say not as bad as Griffin. Griffin was something totally different, but he does even to today. When you want to run, even in the preseason, you go sideline. You don't go in the middle. The middle is for the teeth of the defense. So you're chancing life. You're chancing a real, and I would say that in the regular season too, bro. I wouldn't even say that. I would say that the regular season, you're chancing a lot to run up the middle, free. That's different. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real. I felt like that safety, because of the preseason game, he took it easy on him on the hit because it could have been worse. It's like it could have. If he was a safety with evil intent, he could have went for it. You know what I mean? But he knew it was the preseason. All I'm saying is you're not gonna get that lucky all the time. Especially you gotta weigh your options. And it's a preseason game. I'm not saying not to run, but know where to run. Right there, yeah, you got the end zone, but it's a preseason game. Like Glenn said, it doesn't matter about the wins and losses. We know what you can do. Just go down. You can go down and slide when you get there. We'll have you again. You know what I mean? But he got we get the dude let up. That's what happened. He let up. They talked about the safety he let up. So my thing is be careful, be smart about certain plays and it's preseason. It's a regular season. If it's the playoffs, everything's in play, right? It's the playoffs or a game to get to the postseason. It's in play. But when you're talking about going up the middle, yeah, he pulled up. That Bengals DB pulled up. Exactly, he pulled up.
Hey, you see, Cincinnati was holding their breath when Joe Burrow was running for his life.
That too.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. It's I know people were a little bit whatever about what Jayden Daniels did. That wasn't anything compared to the Burrow putting himself in. Burrow just needed to toss the ball into row 10.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what he was doing there. He was again. That wasn't smart. That was again. I just thought they were. I don't know. Maybe it was the LSU thing because they weren't really acting. They were acting a mess. I don't know what that was. When Mike said they gave Bates a bag. The team is serious about being effective on the ground this year. Bates was blocking his butt off.
Bates was blocking his butt off tonight.
He's blocking his butt off. Real talk. Oh yeah, that was insane. Yeah, Mike, it was insane. Griffin had glass bones. JD is pliable. I will say, but Griffin was just he wasn't smart when he was running. I'm gonna be real with you. He just wasn't smart. He was doing that bravado thing a little bit too much, and he wasn't even built he was acting like he was Cam Newton built, and he wasn't Cam Newton built. That's the problem with Griffin. That was the problem with Griffin.
You know, one thing I also saw tonight that I thought was good. We heard his name a lot, and we heard Kinlaw. I finally saw what Kinlaw can actually do. And I saw it twice.
I saw his name twice. I saw it
twice. But look, I mean, you saw it twice, right? You saw Dorian Payne, you saw Kinlaw. they did not run the ball effectively, and maybe because of Cincinnati Bengals, they wasn't getting 5-6 yards. They didn't get.
They got 3. They were getting that first drive. They were getting yards, buddy.
They were getting yards, buddy. They averaged about 3 yards a pop on the first drive. 3 yards.
They were getting yards. They were getting yards. They were getting yards.
No, they were getting more passing yards. They were getting more passing yards.
They were getting yards. They got the pass interference. Brown had to the run up the middle. They had 3 yards on one play, 2 yards, but they got 5 yards. They were getting yards. They weren't I put it like this. They weren't going back. I'm gonna say this. They weren't playing on the other side of the field. Let's put it that way. They weren't playing the other side of the line. They stayed front. That's all I'm saying. It's a mixed bag. Thank you. It was a mixed bag. It wasn't. I don't know, man. I feel like it wasn't nothing special. It wasn't nothing different I ain't seen in the past. Put it that way. I've seen, and it's the Browns. I don't feel like I don't know, bro. I think we'll see. I want to wait to the regular season, but I did see Kinlaw make one play. I did, but I don't want. You're right. I did see Kinlaw make a play though, bro. I saw him make a play. I'm not saying I was one of the guys. I didn't know much about Kinlaw, but from what I've seen, he was a journeyman. I need Kinlaw to be the Kinlaw that Adam Peters, drafted, right? I need him to be that guy, guy that people say that's talented, the guy that can take off, that take over for for Allen, right? Let's be honest. He's always going to be compared to Allen until he does something. Yeah. I agree with this.
You're kind of making my point, though. This is why players and starters need to play more than they do in the regular season, in the preseason than they have, because you need to see more than that. I get where you're coming from on Kinlaw, Wole, because it's like, okay, we got one or two series out of him. He makes one play, and it's like, okay, there's something there, obviously, but you want to see more. And that's my biggest concern about tonight is we know they're not going to be playing most of these people next week. Are they really going to be ready for the Giants or not? Because you need to be, and that's my biggest issue here.
I'll say this: I think that it wasn't that I thought he to me he was just a player. He looked like another player. It wasn't like all right. When I talk, all right, I'll give you an example. What Johnny Newton did last week, he balled. You're making plays. You're a player. He just looked like another player. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he was bad or it's good. I know that's what Paul said. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. He's just like a player. It wasn't that's like me. To me, I like what Dietrich Wise did. Wise stood out to me because I thought he got pressured. You know what I mean? Right. He stood out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wise did.
When I look at Kinlaw, when I look at Kinlaw, it's not that he was bad or whatever. He was just a player, which ain't nothing wrong. Just play your role. You know what I'm saying? He's like a player. Payne looked like a player for a dude getting paid a lot. He's just a regular player. And you all know I like Payne. I'm just being honest. He's like a player. So it's just that's where it looked like to me. But players on that defense that stood out to me for the first unit was it was Wise. I mean, not Wise on the backup. Wise as the backup. He stood out to me. Armstrong looked good. I'm trying to figure out who else looked good.
Martin looked good for me. And I'm not.
Oh man, Quan Martin looking. Thank you, Glenn. Go ahead, Glenn. Go speak on that.
Yeah, Quan Martin looks good to me, and not just the big play he made on the tight end, but just if you watch Quan Martin, he's flying downhill. He's always around the football. Yeah. The touchdown that he gave up just because he ain't body enough, right? He ain't got that body frame. He didn't come in with the body, but Quan Martin is a guy that should always be on the football field for the Washington Commanders. Jeremy Reeves to me tonight played well too. Right,
preach
and playing on the defense side of the football. So I like to see more of that with Jeremy Reeves playing there. And let's be honest, I mean Trey Amos didn't play tonight. So we got a lot.
Can we talk about that, bro?
Yeah,
can we talk about that?
Yeah,
him not playing
at the last minute too, right? At the last minute.
Yeah,
they pulled him at the last minute.
Is he hurt?
No, well, from what I heard, I was listening to part of that prior to pregame as you guys were on listening to the radio, and they were saying it is not as precautionary. It's a precautionary move by the Washington Commanders to pull Trey Amos out before the game. So precautionary move.
I hope that like he balls out against the Giants. Like I hope for him that he balls out against the Giants because I feel like, as y'all know, I've said this on this show a number of times. He ain't been tested yet for real.
That's right.
And
I was thinking of that. Yet. I was thinking of what you said when they said he wasn't going to play. I was thinking of exactly what you said in the preseason, in the pregame.
Like, yeah, and I make jokes all the time, but I don't care. It's some truth. He's going against like Luke McCaffrey is not like a test. Going against Debo, yes, is a test. Like that's a test, but that's a different type of wide receiver. He needs to be tested. Terry's not and cannot getting. He's not getting one-on-one tested consistently. He's not. He needs to get tested by one of them. Like to have him go against one of them. You go into New York, you're gonna have to go against You're gonna have to get tested. Your mic's off again. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I was upset too, because I wanted to see him get tested by T. Higgins tonight. I wanted to see him get tested by Jamar Chase, because if Trey Owens is gonna be that dude, I need to see him play against number ones, right? I need him to be solid ones, because when we get to week one, he's gonna have to deal with neighbors, right? You're gonna have to deal with some top receivers on that Giants side, and the way that Jackson Dart is throwing the football, he's darting it in there, baby. The way Dart is throwing it tonight, Dart is throwing it. They say Dart is doing well over there, where he's pushing Russell Wilson. We know is a contest between him and Russell Wilson. Jameis was never going to get that starting job anyway, but so we see those the type of things that you're looking for. I like to see him against good competition, but we won't see it this week. Hopefully they play him against the Ravens on Saturday. Then he can go against one of them. But I mean, you don't know who the Ravens are going to play, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, the Ravens are probably going to be playing a backup. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to do. But the Amos not playing was kind of a what's going on here, because yes, you don't want him to get hurt, but at the same token, what better opportunity to really find out about this guy and see, okay, this rookie's look good, but you got a chance to throw him in against Higgins and Chase and you don't take it. I mean, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all.
And what's funny, something must have happened. I got to try to find out, because Joe Witt, if you go back earlier this week, Joe Witt was looking forward to this game for Trey Amos, right? Joe Witt wanted to see Trey Amos against the top, let's be honest, the top 2, top 3 receivers in the NFL, right? So he wanted to see those guys, see him go against those guys, but we didn't get to see it tonight. I guess we'll have to wait till week 1, you know?
I just know, like, again, you're going to get some of the better wide receivers in that division, man. Like, I would like for him to get tested with T. Higgins and Chase before he has to go see, you know, like a Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and then obviously, you know, Neighbors, C.D. Lamb. They got dudes in this division. It's like, it's good to get tested while you can. You get this opportunity. It's like anything, like Glenn, you coach football, like you do a scrimmage. Like sometimes you want to see how your dudes line up against something that you're going to see in a regular season about something that can give you issues with. You may want to schedule a scrimmage against a said team or whatever. So I'm just saying that would have been nice to have him perform against like T. Higgins and Chase, just to see where you're at. Nothing wrong with it. Just see where you at. And, you know, from there, you can know, how now, like, you know how that level moves, because you're not getting that opportunity to see that. Like, again, like when you don't have your number one in the building and you can't work with that number one, now you can, like, you don't know how that situation moves now. And then, truth be told, you're going against a way better version than what Washington has in Chase. Like, to learn how to move against that, man, I just think that's a good educational tool right there, period. Just on my own individual game, to know where I will be when I play against, say, if I'm playing against a Devontae Smith, who's a fast dude, you know what I'm saying? If I'm playing against A.J. Brown, who's physical, because Chase is physical and fast, so then I kind of know how to work around both those individuals. I just think it's an opportunity that was missed. That I felt like if he is healthy and he's not and he didn't play, I think they missed out. They missed out on that, and I don't get that.
You know, when they talk about precautionary, the first thing I thought about was his back, right? You know, he had some back injuries, had some back issues prior to the draft, and so when I heard the word precautionary, I'm thinking maybe it's something dealing with that, maybe back spasm, something of that nature. I'm just hypothetically speaking. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I know that was an issue leading into a draft, because that was a question. How did he fall? Because people was worried about the issues he was having with his back. That's why he fell to the Washington Commanders. So it might be something dealing with that. We'll find out more within the next 24 hours, I'm sure, of why he didn't play, because somebody's going to ask the question. But I think that is the you want to see you guys. Again, you talk about the A.J. Browns and Devontae Smiths. That's the good thing about the schedule this year. He doesn't have to play them till late, so he's already been battle tested with the CD Lambs and other guys. So by the time he gets to Philly, he is not like Emmanuel Forbes situation where it's the first 3 to 4 games. You know what I'm saying? It's within this young rookie has played in the league, seen some things, and gotten better throughout the season before he gets the top dogs in the NFC East.
I will say, but you're gonna see Neighbors though.
You're gonna see Neighbors week 1, dog. Neighbors is there week 1.
You're gonna see Neighbors, so that will be a test. It would have been good to see somebody before you got to Neighbors, because Neighbors is a dog, and this is better. It is better quarterback play he's getting to play with, so he's gonna have more of an opportunity to look good compared to what he did last year. So I'm just saying, it would be good for him. Again, I'm not worried about Lattimore. He's a vet. He's seen it all. I'm not worried about that. He's not a youngin. Lattimore's not a youngin. But you should be concerned. I'm not concerned because I do like Trey, and I like Trey almost a lot. I think he's gonna be like that. But I just think it's good to be tested. I think it's good to be tested. That's all. That's going into the season, especially when you talk about week 1, when you're going against somebody who had was the best rookie wide receiver last year in terms of production. So I think you have to. Oh no, that's Brian Thomas. That was Ty Thomas from Jacksonville.
That was Thomas from Jacksonville.
Yeah, probably second. But you know what I mean. One of those guys who played at a high level. So we'll see. George, what you about to say? You want to say something?
Why was Noah Igbenogany covering Jamar Chase? That was the other thing.
I will tell you this though. I'm not mad at his coverage. You know why? Because he was around him. I was highly surprised that he grabbed. I mean, he's gonna grab. I mean,
he grabbed the hell in this jersey though. Yeah.
But I will say, I mean, he's Noah checking Jamar Chase. It is what it is. But I will say this: I did like that he was around him. I'm starting to be very impressed with the way Noah has been playing this, the last 2 preseason games, and from what I've been hearing about how he's looked in training camp. Again, test. I use the word test. Noah can feel good about how he checked Chase. Even the touchdown pass that was on him, that was a type Burrow threw. He was all over that receiver. That was a great pass by Joe Burrow.
Burrow threw a dive.
If I'm Noah, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm coming into my own. I'm playing good football. I'm around my receivers. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Noah, I'm not feeling bad about how I played. I'm not.
I do agree. He didn't need to grab the jersey.
Yeah, he did. He panicked. He
panicked. He was in great positioning.
Yeah.
He was in great positioning. So didn't have to do that. And while we all receivers,
BSJ move for sure.
While we all receivers, Wally, you got people hating on you, man. You got people coming out.
This is great. Wally's tweet was fantastic.
We talking about Tinsley being better than McCaffrey, right?
Can we talk about it, man? That's Lake's boy. Shout out to Lake Lewis Jr. because that's his guy. Penn State. He used to always talk about Tinsley to me, while he was here, and I was like, whatever. He ain't whatever. So. And to my chagrin, to see this dude play well against us, I was like, dang, he getting busy. He had 2 touchdowns. He looked like Randy Moss, mossing people. And then I was thinking to myself,
catch.
And then I thought to myself, and I said to myself before I sent out that tweet, I was like, we got a wide receiver. He was here last year. Tinsley was on the team last year, and they cut him. And I was like, dang, that's messed up, man. And he didn't have the greatest preseason. I remember he the last game's preseason wasn't good. He had a good preseason, but his last game wasn't that great.
Yeah,
his last game wasn't great, which he was gonna get cut regardless. Let's keep it being. He was gonna get cut regardless.
Yeah, because last game
I was like, yeah, there you go. But I didn't say it yet. See, I didn't say that yet. But you're right.
Well, I know why. But everybody was talking about. Remember, everybody had hype about Tinsley for the first couple.
They did. Even they liked him prior, the year before, because he was here the year before. So. Anyway, to be real, just be honest, to be real, I looked at Luke McCaffrey, and I was thinking to myself, what has Luke McCaffrey done? Like, I know it, like in any season, like preseason or regular season. And I tweeted. I said, you know what? Question. I said question. That I didn't say this wasn't a statement by me. I asked a question for the people. I said, is Tinsley better than Luke McCaffrey? And then to my chagrin, like my Twitter went exploded. I had comments from everybody. And you know what? What I found out is that I'm not alone. That is one thing I learned. I am not alone, in my opinion, an assessment of this said wide receiver.
McCaffrey plays special teams. That's what I found out tonight, that they like McCaffrey because he can play special teams. Because if you look at special teams, I'm just saying he plays special teams. Far as receiving wise, I think Tinsley, what he showed tonight and what he showed a couple years, is a little bit better.
Well, and that's fine that he can play special teams, but until number 17 gets back out there, we need him to be able to play wide receiver, and that ain't happening right now by the look of it.
Mike, you ain't lying, man. He said Luke is a quarterback cosplaying as a wide receiver. Someone had to say it. Thank you.
Yep. Mike, that is true.
You know, Mike, you know who my team is, Mike? You know who my team is, Mike, in college? Michigan. You know who McCaffrey played for? Michigan. And you know what McCaffrey played? He played quarterback. He was a backup quarterback. And you know why? He's a lead. And it's game, and because he wasn't good at quarterback either. So now he tried to be a wide receiver. Boom. He ain't good at that. Sorry, he ain't great at that either. He ain't great at wide receiver either. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. He ain't great at it either. That's all I'm like. Look. I watched that game. I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm gonna be real. I watched that game. I was like, damn, we cut this dude over and for Luke McCaffrey.
I had the same thought.
Every time I think about this, like I'm being real. Like, so this is the thing that gets me. It always comes back to me, and I feel real. Like it comes back to me. I'm like, I remember as soon as we drafted Luke McCaffrey, everybody gassed him up, and I was like, why y'all gassing him up? Y'all haven't watched this man play. You ain't see what he can do. Y'all ain't watched no Rice game. Y'all ain't never seen him play quarterback in Michigan. And all of a sudden, y'all think this dude's the best wide receiver. Why? Because the last name is McCaffrey. Let me call you out right now, because that's what I'm going to do right now. Just because someone told you. Yeah, exactly. Y'all didn't look at his stats, then look who we played against. I'm going to tell you, I do it like we do shows, all right? So sometimes we have to have topics about rookies that Washington had drafted last year. And I remember going through film and going through tapes and even looking up like stats. And I looked up games. Luke McCaffrey played against the good schools. Because that's how I dictate if you're good or not. Like what you do against good schools. And I was like, he ain't do nothing against a good school. He did absolutely nothing against a good school. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be real. I cover HBCUs. Usually when an HBCU do balls out against a good school, simply he's gonna be a really good NFL pro. That's how I know. I don't care how much skill set. I don't care how good they are in their conference or whatever. When they play against a good big school, a PWI, and they ball out, I'm like, yeah, they're going to be good in the league when they get the opportunity. Go back to McCaffrey's like his stuff while he was in Rice while playing wide receiver. His big games didn't come against anybody big. I even go like when you go to Cooper Kupp. Like I went back and looked Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp went to a small Eastern Washington, I believe Cooper Kupp went to. He fried Eastern Washington. That's why you knew he was going to be good. He fried. He was giving 1,000-yard seasons consistently.
Yeah.
McCaffrey has no 1,000-yard season at Rice. Stop it. Some of y'all are living off this, like y'all living off the last name. And it's cool.
He and his brother.
Yes, it's cute. It's cute. That's where I'm at. So until Luke McCaffrey does something, y'all come back at me. Y'all get back at me. But I'm gonna continue to tweet this stuff. Any wide receiver we lose, I'll be like, and Luke and they ball out, and Luke McCaffrey's on my team. I'm gonna be like, is he better than Luke McCaffrey? Is this worth? Look, is Olamide better than Luke McCaffrey? I bet y'all saying yeah.
He looked pretty good the other night.
Yeah, I bet you saying yeah. So yes. And was Luke out there? I ain't gonna lie to you. Was he out there? Did he play?
I mean, he was out there on special teams, what Glenn said. I don't remember hearing his name called when the offense was out there.
He didn't catch the ball tonight. I'll put it this way. He didn't catch a ball.
He on the field. He was on the field though, right?
I believe he was on the field, but he didn't catch it. If he was on the field, he didn't catch anything.
Look, man, look. Y'all keep saying Jayden don't throw the ball. Even the backups don't throw the man the ball. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all say Jayden don't throw the ball. The backups don't. Who don't like? Who fault is it? Who fault is it? Eventually, it can't be the quarterback fault all the time because it seems like nobody throw this dude the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Daniel said Luke about to be inactive come week 1. Dang.
It might be.
Hey man, and y'all the same dudes that told me he better than De'Ami Brown. That's crazy. Not y'all. I'm talking. Y'all folks always better than De'Ami. I got the tweet saved too. I remember some folks came in like he better than De'Ami. Yeah, we're gonna cut De'Ami for this dude. I said, oh damn.
Ole's got the receipts ready again. He's got another bunch of receipts.
Like, we gonna cut De'Ami for this dude.
But the thing is about Luke is that what they like him, and then I know you can get all wide receivers that he is a blocking wide receiver. I'm just being he's a block in this offense where we run a lot where they run a lot of screens. Yeah. They like blocking wide receivers, and that's what they do well. He's a blocking wide receiver. He's physical. He's a special team guy. He'll make this team because of his special teams. I just want to be able to put that out there now. I don't think Luke McCaffrey get cut by no means.
No, I don't think cut. No,
he's probably not getting cut, but that's
he's going to take a spot from a wide receiver that could have been here.
Yes, that's the problem.
And the thing is like, okay, he's a decent blocker. That's great, and he's playing on special teams, but we're short at wide receiver right now. And he should be taking this opportunity to produce something in the passing game. And he's produced zip. And to me,
hey, Santiago, yeah.
It's hard to keep him. It's hard for me to see why they should keep him. And yeah, Santiago, you're right too about Crowder.
Price tag, George. Because
Crowder could do the same thing. Crowder played on special teams all the time, not just.
Hey, but he's on a rookie deal, George. It's money. He's on a rookie deal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's on a rookie deal.
He's on a rookie deal. It's money. I mean,
it's not like you can't find somebody on a vet minimum.
No, what about the old boy? No, what about the undrafted dude who killing?
Oh yeah, Ja'Cory Brooks.
Ja'Cory Brooks.
I guarantee he will probably get cut because his last name is not McCaffrey.
Yeah, I was at the game. Forgot he was on the team.
Yeah, I was at the game, and I forgot he was on it. Exactly.
What
we doing here? What we doing here? Ouch. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. I mean, Luke wasn't there. I think, but again, Tinsley put on a good show. I think Washington kind of one of the ones you scratch your head like, dang,
bruh,
could have kept this guy.
Mike, exactly. Jayden got De'Ami and OZ paid. Gave Terry a career year and turned the clocks back 5 years on Earth. How can you not ball with Jayden stimulus package? Agreed, Mike.
Hey, yo, comment, Mike. That's good.
That is like that's the comment of the night. Agreed.
Everybody got increased last year. Everybody got increased because of Jayden Daniels.
McCaffrey can't touch the field or touch the ball. Look, Noah Brown looked good before he got hurt. Look, folks looking good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jayden was getting folks big work, and McCaffrey and everybody wanted McCaffrey to be good, and he still couldn't be good. Man, you got it, Mike. That was the dopest comment, period, bro. That's the dopest comment. For real. It is. Like, that is what it is. All right, so who do y'all feel like helped themselves tonight? Which player helped themselves? No. Let me ask this question. Out of the running backs, because we're talking about the B-Rob, which running back impressed you the most? I think let's go there.
Bill
impressed you the most? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why he impressed me the most, right? Last week, it was, if you watch last week games, it was chunk yards, drive. This week game, you saw the explosiveness, right? And that's what I like to see from a running back. A running back who, once they get into space, explosiveness. But also, if there were contact, he was able to put his shoulder down, right, and get those tough extra yards. He was able to put his shoulder down and go get what he needs to get. He's not scared of contact. That's on the offensive side of the ball, right? Yeah. On the defensive side of the ball, one of the players that impressed me the most, and I said his name earlier, man, it has to be Quan Martin. This dude, to me, is where the defense is at. I mean, this defense didn't have a Bobby Wagner, didn't have a Luvu, they were sparked up, right? Well, they had a Luvu. Sorry, didn't have Bobby Wagner. But Aquan Martin is a guy at safety, can come down and later boom, can hit, right? If you look at what Dan Quinn did with those teams in Seattle, where he had good safeties that would come up, and Quan is a smart guy. And for him to be able to get, and I want to explain this, for him to be able to get the tight end who crossed over the field through the line, Quan Martin kept eyes on him in the trash, right? In the trash, all the trash, and was spying him out, and still was able to come over, scrape over top, and make a hit and stop him on the 1 yard line. To me, that's what you're asking your safety to do. You're asking him to come down and make those plays. And there's a lot of other tackles that Quan Martin was involved in. So those are my two for the night.
All right. So, hey, George, I'm turning to running backs. Which running back support did you impress you the most? Which running back?
I feel like you're making me choose between children, my two children. I mean, how can you make me pick between the two of them?
I do it for you.
Honestly, Bole, I was this close to doing the Mama Club, the old Hercules, when both of them were making those big runs. I mean, I was so happy watching both of them. I don't know how you expect me to pick.
You're a wild boy.
I don't know how you expect me to pick between the two of them. But I you know what? I'll say Chris Rodriguez because
that's what I did.
I mean, we both liked him for a while, and I expect him to get to tough yards. I did not expect him to break one like that, honestly. And that was fantastic to watch that, to see him bust one off like that and get, 40 yards on that run?
Yeah, that was like
I was not expecting that at all. That was tremendous. And just the ability of both of those guys to make something out of nothing, because there was a couple times where they should have lost yards on their carries and they managed to get one or two. And that's, that didn't look like much to some people, but that's important because it keeps you out of really bad situations in down and distance. If second and 8's a lot better than second and 12. Facts. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. The other guy I want to call out again is, we already talked about, is Josh Connerly. I thought he was terrific tonight with his blocking, and I gotta say, I feel like if he's got to be there from snap one this season, that I've got confidence in him, even though he's a rookie.
So for me, the person that in terms of running backs who impressed me the most, and Bill was super impressive. Like I'm not saying he's not impressive, but it would be Rodriguez, because Rodriguez, what he was doing, like he got the long run, and he was like getting like the grinded out runs too. Like he had a mixture of both, right? So he was like that type of back where he gave you like the 40-yard run, He found that hole. He picked the spot, found the hole, took that, took it 40 yards. Then also the flip side is when he needed a bruiser, he was able to bruise and get yardage out of that. So he was impressive in terms of the two. Like we had to choose between the two. Both were impressive backs though. Both were super impressive. In terms of a player that impressed me, I think we mentioned. I think he impresses me almost every week. Like the last 2 weeks is Jeremy Reeves. Like I think Jeremy Reeves I'm gonna keep saying it, man. That man deserves to be a starter, like he does. Like not just like if Percy Butler was over him, he should be already over Percy Butler. Because I know you got your two. You got Harris played well too. I'm gonna give Paul was talking about Harris to me before, and I see that play in the red zone where he tipped the ball away. That was great defense by him on the tight end. So Harris to me looked good too. But in terms of you doing a three safety situation. And Quan, I'm not gonna steal your Quan thing. I think Quan, like you talk about Glenn, Quan is Quan, and I've been high on Quan. But Reeves, I think Reeves to me has showed to be that he should be the third safety. Should be the third safety. I don't think there's even anybody been close to Jeremy Reeves. I like Tyler Owens a lot, but nobody's been close to Reeves. Like Reeves should be the third safety. If Dan Quinn wants to run a three safety outfit, it should be Reeves. By far, because he's playing physical too. It's not just that he can cover; he's playing physical too.
I think you said something about Rodriguez. And maybe just think about it. This is Rodriguez's third year with his team, right? Am I not mistaken?
He's won the regime. Yeah, he was with Ron. He was like,
he was with Ron. So it's his third year.
The enemy was pushing for him to be drafted.
Yeah,
right. You can see the growth in him. You can see where he was at. I like the sure hands that he has. I think we talked about it before too. He doesn't fumble the football. Knock on wood.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not a fumbler. But he is versatile. And then you throw Austin Eckler in the mix with those two guys. I think you have something with those three guys. Sure. You have something special there. And one guy that we talked about earlier, who I gotta give credit to, is Bates. Man, Bates did block his butt off.
That's a good one too. And
Bates
Bates. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Bates blocked his butt off tonight. Right, he blocked his butt off tonight to help with the offensive lineman to open up some of those holes. So Bates to me will get a nod from me as an honorable mention as one of those guys who stepped his game up this week. You know.
No, I think you're good. I think you're right. I think Bates was amazing. That was a really good one. Agreed. Paul agrees with you. Yeah, that was a good one. Bates is a real good one because he did the dirty work. Because he led both big runs.
Yeah,
if I'm correct, like both
him and Biotish opened it
up. Yeah, both. So and also I will say this though. I will say this too. And I got a text from somebody said Brian Robinson was not in the locker room. Crazy.
No, he was nowhere near the organization from where the way they put it is that he was nowhere around. Again, you don't want that dude to his foot gets stepped on. You don't want a car hit him. I mean, anything. You don't want, almost you want to, if you're getting rid of him, you almost want to wrap him in bubble wrap, right? And don't let anything happen to him. So you can go ahead and trade him. Keep him out of keep him out of Northeast DC, keep him out of Southwest. You almost want to keep him. But hey, Brian, you can just go ahead and say, B-Rob, go ahead and stay at the facility, dog. Go ahead and stay in Ashburn.
Santiago, appreciate you. I did appreciate you with the super chat. He said, should we be concerned about the quarterback behind Jayden? No, Marcus. I think Marcus isn't hurt, is he?
No, he's not
hurt. Is hurt. He's not 100%.
He's not 100%.
As long as he's 100% for the Giants, I'm not concerned. But if he's not,
I ain't gonna lie. We should be.
If you remember last year, Marcus didn't play in too many preseason games last year neither.
Yeah, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, like, to Santiago's thing, yeah, we should be worried if he's not. We should be worried if he's not healthy. If he's healthy, I'm with you, Glenn. It's not a big concern. But if he's not healthy, like it's essential we keep Jayden up. It's essential. We've seen enough.
Hey, Paul got a question on there. That was my question too, Paul. That's a good question. We're gonna bring that up before we get out of here. The question of Paul has this: if no one gets to give anything for Brian Robinson Jr., does he get cut?
Let me hear right here.
If they don't get anything, is he getting cut?
I'll first go ahead. I would. Are you asking me or you?
I'm asking you guys. I'm indifferent. So, I don't have an answer yet.
I don't know. It's crazy. So at first I was gonna say no. But now, when all this stuff, you kind of got to read the room and look at the writing on the wall. Like, I think he's getting cut. Like, I don't think you're getting what you want. It's almost similar to, because I think, like I said, I feel like it's all happened fast. It's not something that was predetermined. It's all happened fast. Something happened recently to a point where he said he wants out. They're like, oh, we don't, like, it's been obliged. Like, we're not going to give you that many carries. We want to bring in Bill to do more. To get some carries, so it's gonna limit your carries. He's like, nah, just get rid of me then or trade me. You know what I mean? So I think it was like that. I think that's the conversation that was had because it happened too abruptly. Like you sat him in the first preseason game, you played him in the scrimmage, you gave him work in the scrimmage. If you did really want him, you wouldn't even give him work in the scrimmage. So it lets me know, and then everybody said that he did major work in the scrimmage. So let me know, all right, what happened was something happened like recently. Cool, that's what's up. I don't think you're going to get what you want. Well, you're not getting a fourth. You're not getting a fourth or fifth. He's a running back. He's going to probably get cut. Like, unless you want to get a seventh. Like, if you want to get a seventh, fine.
Get something. I mean, if you think about this, is my thing where I have to look at Brian Robinson Jr. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't get hurt, right? If he doesn't get hurt, he has 2,000-yard seasons.
I'm not arguing. I agree with you. I agree with you.
And so are we having this conversation if this guy has these 2,000-yard seasons?
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
So I think he has value. He's a young enough guy. He runs. Somebody will pick him up. The problem is, if I want to trade him, to your point, Wally, I have to get something for him, something that's valuable to me, right? Not a seventh-round pick that may not even make the team. I got to get something, some cash in return, something, right? If I can get there. I do believe your theory that he did go to the team because, again, everybody been talking about Bill, right? Everybody been talking about Rodriguez. Yeah. Some people can't handle the pressure when people are behind you or when people are pushing you. All right. Yeah. You know you on your last. He knows this is his last year of his deal.
His last year of his deal. He wants the money.
Last deal. He wants to make that money. And then let's be honest. Can we be honest? He's probably looking at too how they doing Terry, and Terry performed. Be honest. Terry performed, and he looking at dang. If they did Terry like this and he performed, I really ain't got no dog in this hunt unless I have a ball out season this year. But I ain't getting no carries like that.
That's the problem. See, that's the thing. That's where it's at. Like I feel like that's his issue, and that's fine. At your last year, your deal. That's how you as a football player. That's how you're supposed to think. That's how you're supposed to think. It's your last year, your deal. And especially as a running back, it's not like a wide receiver. And running back, you're already diminished. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like what you can make is already diminished to a certain extent. Unless you're like one of them, you're like a Saquon, and that's even, and they get ripped off. Saquon, the Derrick Henrys, they get ripped off. So like B. John Robinson, like it's getting a little bit better, but they're still getting ripped off compared to what their true value is. So if you're not, the problem when I say that B-Rob, you're not gonna get a lot from B-Rob. Look what Joe Mixon got. I think Joe Mixon got like when they tried to get Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon's 10 times better than B-Rob. Joe Mixon, I want to say, was it a fifth or something like that? So B-Rob is not getting you that. So you're getting a 6 or 7. Like and Joe Mixon was 1,000 yards and catching the ball in the backfield. So I'm saying like there's no B-Rob. That's what I'm saying. Like B-Rob's value, because you can add injury, but you still got to be a body of work or something.
Yeah,
it's unfair. Like I don't want to say it's unfair. He's just not going to get there's no for Washington. I don't know what they can look for to get a trade. To be real with you, that's gonna feel like, oh, we got something. Like you're gonna get a 6 or 7. I'm gonna be real with you. And you get a 5th, you'll take that deal quick. Like don't even hesitate.
5th run to cash, it, baby. 5th is some cash.
You know what I'm saying? Run to it. Can he pass pro?
Yes, like, pass pro.
I don't know if he can pass pro like that. He hasn't been tested in the blitz.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Y'all just saying that. Not you, Glenn. Paul, you just saying it. We didn't see him handle a blitz yet. We don't know that yet, buddy.
You go back to last week's game.
C-Rod is ahead of him on that. C-Rod is really good. I've seen C-Rod pick some guys up in a blitz. Particularly that second game in New York is the one I remember where he had a guy coming at him full speed and stopped him cold.
No. Paul, I'm talking
last week game he passed pro, and I thought it was okay.
Okay, I know. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about all right. When we playing the ones, not the twos. When he's playing the ones, I want to see him pass pro. That's the difference. We'll see.
You know, Roy brought a good point up, man. I think this is the key, but it goes about right there. Rodriguez did get cut twice last year, right? So it's by this organization, by this team, by this regime. But they also kept him on the practice squad and they brought him back. So has he done enough in you guys' eyes to make this roster from being cut twice?
I hope so. I don't see how. When you take this tape and when you take the tape in the second Giants game last year, you know, and this guy has persevered. He's had limited opportunity, and he's done a lot with it every time he's got on the field. So I don't know what else Chris Rodriguez can do. Honestly, I do not know what else Chris Rodriguez can do here. He better be on this final roster, and quite frankly, I'm hoping that, I want to see Bill be the number one guy, but I want Chris Rodriguez to get some carries against the Giants.
I think it looked like it's
absolutely do.
I feel like you're probably going to see a lot of Eckler. They do like it's wild. They do like McNichols, which is surprising. They do like McNichols a lot.
Well, McNichols
they will. I don't think so. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna say. This I don't like C-Rod's hands. I won't lie to you, man. I don't like his hands like that. As a catcher, not as a, like he's safe with the football for me, but I don't. His hands out the backfield ain't the greatest to me.
No, but then always in the back of my mind when you talk about catching out of the backfield, right? I think about Austin Eckler on his team, who catches very well out of the backfield.
Yes.
I think about they just added Deebo Samuel. We didn't see it this game or any other game, but he catches well out of the backfield. And so that takes away from some of the receivers. Some of the running backs who are receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
So those are one of
the
things.
He can't pass pro. Nichols can't pass pro. Nichols can't pass pro.
So that's one of the things that you got to look at too. Like, are they on their packages? Do they put a Deebo in? Do they put a Eckler in? Who's a better catcher? You know what I'm saying? Who's a better catcher than him? So, Roy, congratulations. I appreciate you, brother.
Roy, you know I appreciate you, my guy. You my guy.
Look, we know Deebo's going to be part of the running game. He's probably going to be part of the running game more than I would prefer. But you saw that. I mean, the fact that was the first play is it was a jet sweep, and he got like 15 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eckler thing, I still kind of see Eckler's best role as the third down back, mostly catching the ball out of the backfield, occasionally running it. And you got to be careful with him because of those concussions.
But I mean, he did very well last year. Look at if that's what he did last year, third down back, receiver. I mean, third down back, catching out of the backfield, short yardage stuff. And they did very well with him until he got concussed.
Paul. My guy.
You know?
My guy, Paul. What it do?
Until he got concussed. So I think the running back room that is the hardest decision to me.
Mm-hmm.
That running back room will be the hardest decision for this organization to make. And I think we may have some surprises.
We could. I just learned today that Tennessee is just so much better than Luke McCaffrey. That's what I just learned today.
Well, if Tennessee was here, that wide receiver room will be. Look,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Didn't y'all think that though? Like you would think, like, damn, you had this dude. You ain't think that though?
No, I remember that he was because I remember what you said about Lake talking about him. Not just Lake. There's a couple other content.
No, a couple of people were talking about. They were talking about
him too.
Yeah, they were. But Lake was talking about him hard. I mean, obviously.
Oh yeah, because he's a Penn State guy, and I mean that second catch. Holy crap!
That's tough, man. No,
it's tough.
I mean that's gonna be one of the best. That's gonna be one of the plays of the whole preseason. That second one that he got.
Like I'm telling you, like when I saw that catch, I was like, "Can Luke make that catch?" That's the first thing I thought in my mind. Can Luke make that type of catch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And again, if Terry McLaurin's situation was resolved, I don't think we'd be talking about Luke nearly as much. I don't think we would be. But I think if Terry McLaurin's situation was resolved, we wouldn't be talking about this as much.
No, because we wouldn't be relying on him.
We got to, because we haven't seen Deebo yet in terms of catching the football. And the rest of these receivers is kind of, I mean, Jaylen Lane was all right. But
he looked good. No. Did we talk about how good he looked?
No, we didn't talk about Jaylen Lane.
We didn't gas him. Oh, sorry. I apologize. Let's gas him. His route running looked good.
Oh, route running was great.
His hands was immaculate.
His speed off the ball. If you look at him getting off the ball, his get off was good.
I need to see. I just want to see one more. Because they were scared of his speed. I just need to see this dude like just go. I see a go route 1-on-1. That's one thing I just want to see. I see this. I see the fear from the DBs. I see it. I seen it. They were scared. I want to see it 1-on-1 because I'm this close to being like, yeah, I'm cool. Like I'm kind of like, all right, I see it. You know what I mean? He looked good, man. He looked really good.
He did
as an all around wide receiver. I want to see him
break one as a kick returner. That's what I'm.
He close too. Like you get that excitement. Like the one he had, the one that the return he did have. I was like, oh, I see it. Like because he almost got it. He almost slipped by it. Oh, Mike, man, appreciate you, Mike.
Mike.
Thank you,
appreciate you. Said Jayden is a generational quarterback. Yeah, he is.
Yes, sir.
By far.
No two ways about it on that one.
By far. Yeah. Really good, man.
Jayden Daniels is about to make the big four a big five with the quarterbacks. He's going to be in that tier with those guys after this year.
He about to get that money.
He's making it look easy. He's a fun-loving guy. Even when, like I said, talking to him or see him speak, he's fun-loving. People love it. Did you hear? I thought I was when I watched the game. I thought at WrestleMania, man. They started cheering his name. All right, he's just that type of guy. Where the energy when he steps on the energy, the city loves him. But again, we mentioned it last year that he's the face. The Commanders needed a face of the franchise. And he's the face of the franchise.
Oh, he's by far the face of the franchise. It's gonna be tough. Mike, if he gets past Josh Allen.
NFL. He's on every doggone poster. He's on video games.
Yeah, he is.
Like they got his face on video games. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's about to be quarterback. He's actually the perfect, like, in terms of today's era of football players, and like obviously you go quarterback. He's probably like the most marketable quarterback, like period.
He needs Super Bowls because Mahomes got Super Bowls.
I'm saying like the Super Bowls. I'm just talking about like the personality. Super Bowls will take away the Super Bowls, right? You're right. Take away the Super Bowls, right? I'm just talking about if he can get a couple, like we can get a couple, he can easily be the face.
You know, he could be. You know, and that's a good question. I might start asking kids tomorrow, man. Who's the face of who's their
favorite quarterback? Just ask their favorite quarterback. Yeah, ask their favorite quarterback.
Just to see where the balance is. When they say Jayden Daniels, when they say Mahomes, when they say my man Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, yeah. They don't pump, like, I ain't gonna lie, they don't pump like to George's point though, because they don't pump Lamar like that, but they pump Jayden.
It's a whole different show why they don't
I don't want to talk
like
about that. I know, so I'm not trying to mention it. But you know why. They pump Jayden though. Like Jayden has a different type of vibe. So I agree. I know that's why I wasn't going there. That's why I stopped it. There's a but but Jayden has the look. He has the look for it. Don't get twisted. Like he has the look and he has the personality and he's vibrant. He's vibrant and everybody they flock to him, man. You saw that
his energy infatuating.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? You see it. He's very infectious. That too.
He's very infectious.
No, I mean him making sure that Bill got the ball from his touchdown. That's just classic.
That too, look at Bobby Wagner. Look at Bobby Wagner, how he was trying to do an interview, and Bobby Wagner's like there's just something about him. And that's not even phony because you know, like the reporters that we have on the show, all of them say like Bobby just plays with Jayden that way all the time, even in camp, even in practice.
Even talking about this week.
Yeah.
I mean, but even came out this week and talk about his life with Christ, you know, how his life with Christ and all the things that he's done and how, you know, how that makes a big role. And I think that plays a big role into going to his teammates and how he cares about people. And when you care about people and when you do things for people, people will do things for you while he take care of his offensive line. You don't think Bill's going to run hard for this man? This man ran across the field to get my first ball. True. And you don't think I'm going to give an extra yard for Jayden? That's what leaders do, right? Leaders do the extra. Right. Players want to play for the leader. So that's where he's at now. He has that, or we use the Eggers word, aura, right? That aura that makes people want to be around him and want to play with him because he sets the tempo and the atmosphere in the locker room and for this organization in a positive way, not by just what he says, but because of what he does. He's like we talked about the run tonight. Preseason game, he could easily slid. He said he wanted to score. He wanted to get in the end zone. He's a gamer. He's a winner. You know who he reminds me of? Competitive spirit, yeah. And he's got a devastating Young. Remember Young from Texas? What was his first name? Quarterback from Texas, won the national championship.
Vince Young.
Vince Young. He reminds me of Vince Young a little bit. The energy that Vince Young had.
Yeah. Yeah, his energy. Yeah.
And Cam Newton had that energy when he first came too.
Yeah, he did.
Cam had that energy. Cam had that energy. So that's what Jayden has. So.
Got like a little like Tebow had that energy too. Just wasn't like the Tebow had that energy too. Candy. I'm gonna read something Candy posted out there that's available for folks to see. He said Dan Quinn shared that he and Adam Peters met with Brian Robinson yesterday. Mentioned that there are a lot of moving parts. Wanted to let the team know what was going on because that's how he does business.
That's good. I mean, there's not keeping anything secret except for Terry's contract deal. But other than that, everything else is wide open.
Yep, you see it in real time. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, Ray.
Real time.
Absolutely right.
Big brother, little brother, man.
I love it, man. I love it. I do. He is.
Two leaders in the organization.
All right, so which player hurt themselves the most tonight? Which player hurt themselves the most? I think
those are the two quarterbacks.
I know. I think Hartman
hurt himself the most.
Yeah, I know. It's two back-to-back.
Yeah, Hartman hurt himself the most. And at one point, did he have a visor? Then he took the visor off, and then he had nobody.
Did he? I don't know the visor. He had a visor.
That's what I thought he did. Maybe it was just me.
That man.
He's not. He's a heartthrob. He needs to go on The Bachelor. If he's not married.
He needs to start learning Bachelor, buddy. Hey. Start learning ring ceremonies and rose ceremonies or whatever it is.
Yeah,
not The Bachelor. Like, it's funny because people are like not like bashing him, but like I'm trying to pull up what my girl Shelly said on X. She said something funny. She said that dang, what'd she say? It was so funny too. It was something I don't want to paraphrase. I want to read it.
Right.
But she said what she said? She said she was like, yeah, he's what she said? He's handsome or something. She said he's handsome, but playing football ain't it for you.
Ain't it for you. Johnson will be the third string quarterback.
Huh?
Johnson will be the third string.
Yeah, I don't even know they're gonna keep one because Johnson's bad too. Not bad, but he ain't horrible.
I mean, I think you got to keep him until Mariota's.
Yeah, until Mariota gets
100%.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And then
Mariota needs to get well quick. That's one of the takeaways of tonight is Marcus Mariota's value as a backup quarterback is a lot higher than what maybe a lot of people who are not Washington fans think because golly Moses, he's at least come in and shown you that the offense can still move and still produce. Okay, and that is a lot more than you can say for Johnson or Deadgum.
I got what Shelly said. Said Sam Hartman, you're pretty, but you can't play. Hey, Shelly and Trev. No. He said you're pretty, but you can't play.
Hey, tweeted tonight.
Oh man.
Oh no, Sam.
Oh man.
Mike said this. Mike said he'll check on Tannehill if Marcus can't play, and Marcus isn't right.
Oh, Tannehill's still up. He's still out.
He's got to be on a roster, surely.
He's a free agent? I didn't know he's a free agent.
I mean, if he's a free agent, that's actually a pretty good idea.
He can't be a third string.
But I thought he was on a roster.
Oh, he'll be a back. Oh, yeah, because you're talking about because what's name's out. I don't know. That's a lot to pay for a third stringer because he would be an expensive third stringer.
Yeah, he would. That is a good point, too, is that.
Do you think we're
already paying a lot of money for Mariota. Yeah. He's if he ain't the highest paid backup, he's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, his valuable is good.
Earl, so do you think we'll keep one of the quarterbacks or claim someone after final cuts?
Keep one of the quarterbacks. They know the system, in my opinion.
They are bad, though.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill does not have a team right now.
Earl, I'm kind of thinking with you.
Who's out there, though? I mean, who's out there besides Tannehill?
I mean, that's not a bad. It's not.
I don't know who's out there.
Mariota's got something seriously wrong with him.
I think we may. Nah, man. It's not a bad idea to cut and get somebody else. Where's Driscoll? I don't like Driscoll either, but I guess Driscoll was better than this. I guess Driscoll is better than this, honestly.
Driscoll's better. I think Driscoll was better than those two. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I used to like Josh.
I would agree with that. I think.
I felt old. Like I used to watch Josh. I used to watch Josh Johnson. He was in San Diego State. Yeah, he was in San Diego State. I used to like Josh Johnson because he was with Harbaugh. He's with Harbaugh.
But he would have been with San Diego because that's
San Diego State. No, San Diego State. No,
San Diego regular. Harbaugh was the San Diego regular, not San Diego State.
He was Aztec. He was the Aztec. San Diego State. Are you sure? I'm sure San Diego State.
I'm 100%. I'll look it up, but I'm 100% sure on that.
Look it up.
He went from San Diego Toreros to the dog Stanford.
Stanford.
I'm almost sure of that.
Okay, maybe you're right.
But I'm gonna look it up just to be sure. But I'm almost sure that that's where he was the regular San Diego, not San Diego State.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, San Diego, the Toreros.
Okay.
That's non-scholarship D1. That was his first head coaching job before he went to Stanford and turned that around.
You're right.
Okay.
So you're right. But Josh Johnson was at San Diego State though, right?
I thought Josh Johnson was at K-State, but I could be wrong about that.
I thought he was saying
it's a long damn time ago too.
I remember watching him in college. I remember
he had a good season with the Bucks.
Yeah, because I know I watched. Yeah, way back his rookie year. Because I remember watching him from college. That was the year I watched him, and then he got drafted to the Bucks. College. Now you have me on. No, I'm wrong. You're right. It was San Diego. He played with San Diego. It was terrible.
Oh wow! I didn't even realize that. I thought it was wrong. Okay.
He was saying it wasn't State. You're right. My bad. Yeah, it was San Diego. That's where I saw him play. So yeah, it was San Diego.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Doggone! I did not realize. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to come out of a non-scholarship school and have that long a career in the NFL. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's just like he played with Jim. I knew he was with Jim. We can all agree St. Juice is not missed. Yeah, the Juice.
You are correct, sir.
Who? What?
St. Juice. The Juice is loose.
Nah, he's at Wegmans.
Wegman. What my man Jeremy?
Jeremy, where's our guy Jeremy?
Josh Johnson on the Bengals was a cheat code on Madden. Facts. He was all right on Madden. That's the truth. Josh Johnson was he was in Tampa. He was all right. Gruden liked him a lot. Was it Gruden?
Yeah.
Gruden liked him a lot.
But it was Raheem Morris was his coach. But yeah, he was good in Tampa.
Yeah. Gruden liked him a lot though. Gruden did like him. Yeah, but
can we also say?
Go for it.
Even though the kickoffs looked like crap, but Matt Gay made his kicks tonight. The kickoffs didn't look that great, but
he made the one kick, right? The one real kick.
He made the extra points.
Oh man, you better make those, or you're getting cut. If you miss extra points, you should not be on this team. That's where I'm at right now. You shouldn't even be on them. You shouldn't even get. You should be cut the day after if you miss the extra point. I'm looking at field goal. I want him to kick. I don't think he got tested yet. I want to see him kick because you heard he missed 6 50-yard kicks last year. So I want to see him kick a 50-yarder.
No, and I agree with you. But you know what? Considering all the complaining we were all doing after last week,
but he didn't kick a 50. He didn't kick nothing big. I'm gonna complain. I'm still gonna complain, George.
No, I know, but it's
right.
At least it can be a little bit calmed down for a week or two.
Don't worry, George. When we get to
Mike, you're right. Yankoff did make the team tonight. His special teams was good.
Yeah.
Roy, he should be on this team. A question. We're gonna answer this question. We gotta jump off because it's late and we all gotta get some rest. Question, fellas. Should we sign DJ Shark? I told you this already, Paul. You're right though. Anything's better than our wide receiver unit core. So I shouldn't say no, but I'm gonna say DJ hasn't been the same since he got hurt.
He hasn't been, but I think it depends on Noah Brown and
that's a good point.
Yeah. So if Noah comes in and Terry comes in, when Noah comes in and Terry comes in, I think you have enough, right? Yeah. And one of those guys don't come in. If Noah don't come in and Terry comes in week 2, week 3, whatever case may be, then I think you got to bring somebody in. But I do see Terry. I see Terry playing week 1.
Oh yeah, Roy, we gotta see. Yeah,
I think Washington will be scanning the roster and getting a wide receiver from somebody.
Hey,
Mike, I think they have to.
I like Amari too.
I get Amari. I would get Amari. I wouldn't lie to you. If Terry, we still playing this game, I'm getting Amari. I'm calling Amari ASAP.
Another question for you guys, and I know we got to run. Do you keep Michael Gallup?
No, he can go.
What's he done?
What?
Yeah,
he's a veteran. I'm just asking.
I'm not doing charity moves, man. You gotta produce. You don't look fast no more, bro. I'm sorry.
He don't.
That ain't the same Michael Gallup, though. Right? That ain't the same.
He's galloping, not running.
Yes.
He's galloping, not running.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. All right, man. We appreciate y'all for pulling up with us, man. This has been dope.
Yeah, appreciate y'all,
man. This has
been
a great
you guys so much,
man. Y'all make this show go. But yeah, man, this has been great. Commander, I will say this: I'm happy with this overall team performance in terms of culture. I think it represented the culture way more compared to what we saw against the Patriots. I think this is what not the win. We got beat 31-17. Doesn't bother me, but I felt like we played Washington Commanders football, in terms of the culture. People were playing hard, they were tackling, they were hitting. I like that. That's what I like. That's what I like. And when they do that, it's all good, man. That's what I want. Forget the wins and losses or the outcome of the score. Like it's the look and it's a mentality. And I like the mentality tonight. So that's the one thing I will say. But anyway, man, appreciate y'all for pulling up and tuning in with us. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold, everything powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia for ages. You dig? Deuces, we are out.